Imagine me coming up from the hole and you're like, Erik, what'd you see? What'd you see? And I'm just going, oh. And if we have to reverse it, Art, you were going, oh, I would slap you in the face until you told me because we're friends.
Welcome, everybody, to Midnight Cinema, your deep dive into horror movies, sci-fi films, cult classics, new and old. Warning, everybody, there are spoilers ahead. I am Art Hennessy in San Diego, California.
And I'm Erik in Salem, Massachusetts, talking about movies. You can cut that. You can cut it short.
I always do. I just cut everything out that you say.
Cut everything from, wait, ready? And I'll do the clapper. Start now.
We don't need to do that anymore. Erik, this week, we are talking about a movie that apparently many people, when they saw it when they were kids, it terrifies them for the rest of their life. That's what I learned.
Oh.
Yeah. This is the movie Jeepers Creepers from 2001. It's directed by Victor Salva, starring Gina Phillips, Justin Long, Jonathan Breck, and Eileen Brennan.
Eileen Brennan.
Yeah.
I'm trying to do my best, Eileen Brennan. Art. It's not even. It's really, I can't.
Yeah. Jeepers Creepers, Erik.
What a name for a movie. You'd think it's not funny. I mean, you think it's funny.
Yes.
Like Jeepers Creepers. It's, I don't know.
It is an interesting title. You think you're going to get a little bit of a horror comedy or something, but I remember the poster was not horror comedy. The poster was like a ripped open burlap sack with an eye looking out of it and looked pretty scary.
And while we're on that poster, it's not one of my favorite posters. I would have loved it if they did something else, but it is intriguing. You don't know, unless if you go into the movie blind, then you would really be excited and confused for like half of it.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Now, so why don't I tell people what it's about in general if they have never heard of it?
Tell us, Art, what it's about. Why don't you allow tend to my cats? Come here, Juno.
Well, Erik, it's spring break, and two siblings are driving home from college to a very bare, lonesome stretch of road when they witness a sinister-looking man dumping a body. The next thing they know, they're being pursued relentlessly down back roads, highways, diners, and homes by this guy in his old beat-up truck, and they make discoveries that reveal this might be more than your average highway killer, Erik.
Whoa, cheap.
Yes,
creepers.
Yeah,
that sounds scary.
Right. Oh, you took my tagline. I was totally going to go, Erik, and I was going to say that. Jeepers Creepers.
Well, too late.
We're one mind. We're one mind sometimes.
Oh, my God. Now what?
Good. Yeah.
Pretty soon, just one of us will be doing the podcast, and the other one will be AI.
Did you see this in the theaters, Erik?
I don't know the answer, but I've seen it enough times. I don't know why this is one of my favorite horror movies, but it is.
Oh, and, that's interesting. I did not know that, actually.
I think it's up there because it's. I like that it's shrouded in mystery. And while we're at it, Art Hennessy, it just pisses me off to no end.
Okay.
That everyone now wants and demands a backstory. Like, we need to know everything about everything. And I don't want to know about whatever this critter we're going to discover is. I don't care where it's from. I don't want to know. I want to be shrouded in mystery. And that's what I like about at least Jeepers Creepers and Jeepers Creepers 2, Part 2. It's a comedy, though. The second one's a comedy. Liam Neeson's in it. No, it's good. Second one's just as good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I did see it in theaters, and like you said, I didn't really know what I was going for. I saw the poster and heard about it, and I think it did pretty well at the box office. I remember it was kind of a little horror hit, and so I went to see it without knowing much. Going in. My assumption was I was going in for creepy dude chasing people and killing people, slasher type film. That's what I thought I was going in for.
And it does sound like that. Your description of it, I was like, wait, is this the same movie? Because it sounds like a relentless villain pursues our sibling college kids. Mm-hmm. But it's not really like that either. But it is and it isn't. It's cool. It's creepy and spooky. and I like it, and I love monsters, as you know, and I like the creeper.
Oh, I see.
The creeper.
Yeah. Erik, so why don't we get into it? Let's just get right into this. Okay.
All right, let me just get my cats out of the room. Shoo! Like 30 of them. Go ahead.
I won't call the cops, Erik. Don't bring the cops around.
Don't you dare take my babies from me. I have 2 cats, everyone. Shut up.
Right.
That's enough.
So
Go.
Erik, we open and it is the middle of nowhere. It is just car driving down the road.
Country road.
Yes. Have you ever taken a cross-country drive, Erik? Have you done a cross-country?
Oh, yes. In my wife's painted car. She painted it. I forget what the car is. She's going to be mad. No, she's not. But she painted it with like Russo paintings and things like that. And we went cross-country. And every time we stopped at a rest stop or something, people are like, I saw you on highway, 64. So no air conditioning, by the way, just misters. We would mist ourselves. So there you go. Yes, the answer is Volkswagen Jetta. I think that's what it was.
So you can confirm. I've done some cross country drives to the whole country. There are some stretches where it's just roads and nothing around, just an occasional farmhouse, occasionally.
Yeah, I need things to see, and it's a line. It's just a big line.
And I'll just say, Erik, I drove to come out here to California when my wife and I moved out here. And there was a stretch in Oklahoma I was going through. And I called Amanda to say, I have not seen, because I was off highway. I went to go see some things and everything. I think you probably remembered that. I was sending you pictures anyways.
I didn't look at them, though.
Straight to trash. Yeah.
I just hit the like.
But there was a stretch in Oklahoma, Erik, like you said, just straight line road. And I did not see another car for an hour and 20 minutes driving. I had to call Amanda and say, no other cars. So that's what we have. We just want to set the scene for everybody. So we have this car coming down the road and it's doing that really cool thing. I don't want to spend too much time here, Erik. I know we got to get through this movie. But that cool thing where, do you notice the camera's stationary? In the car, there's dips in the road, so the car will go down and disappear and then come back up and then go back down and disappear. And I kind of like that. And I just wanted to say it because last year there was a movie that came out, was very, very successful, called One Battle After Another. And the climactic car chase in that movie uses that idea to kind of build up all sorts of tension while you're having a car chase, because cars dip down and come back up. So I just want to say that because I thought them opening the movie this way, I was keying in going, oh, they're going to use that, but they don't.
I love it, Art. You say, and I don't want to spend too much time on it. And then you just do. Then you just go on and on. Why don't you show everybody the pictures? Because it'll be my first time viewing as well.
All right, Erik.
Yeah.
So we got 2 college kids coming home from spring break. Yeah.
Oh, on the road, the big road.
Trina and Dari.
Isn't it Trish?
Trish. Not Trina.
You said right. Trina.
I said Trina.
You're still thinking of that road. That's why you're that hour and a half without a car. God damn it. Yeah, spring break. Here's with a movie. I guess you need it. Do you need it, Art? Do we need it? It's just the character development. What do we need it? Because there's a lot of it. It doesn't take a long time, but it's like 12 minutes. Do we need it? Because they're brother and sister and they're, we know their little quips and they call each other names and they're checking out license plates. By the way, mine is Wizard 1, everybody. Ooh. Wizard 1 is my license plate.
Did you get that? I'm honestly asking.
Because I'm a wizard, Art.
Did they make you have to sign some sort of documentation?
They're like, is this sexual? But does this mean, is this another word for penis? No. So, but there's a lot of exposition here and it's cute. And I really love Justin Long. He's always believable.
Yes. Justin Long is playing Dari. Great character actor. He's in a lot of comedies and fun. He was in Barbarian a couple of years ago, though, playing a weird role that comes in out of left field.
he looks like he's slightly older than he's aging very well.
Exactly.
Just
One of my favorite roles, he's only in it for like 2 seconds, is his role in Idiocracy. He plays a doctor that examines lupus. And I think he's great. So I want to just answer your question. Yeah, I thought the character development was a lot for what we're going to need in this movie. They were laying so much pipe with this brother and sister that I was...
What? What? Is this a Roger Corman film? What is happening?
No.
Oh, okay.
They
Do you
were
want to
laying
re-say
down...
that? Re-say it. You can re-say it for everybody if you want.
They were laying down so much story, as you said, for this brother, brother and sister, that I was assuming some of this would come into play later. Like we would need to know some of this.
A lot about the parents and the boyfriend, and I don't care. Still moves quick. Look at me adjusting my... There's a weird sound that keeps coming. I want to find out what it is, and I'll never find out. But why when you talk, it goes... It's driving me crazy. We're going to cut that. We're going to cut that, right?
We'll cut that. Yeah. But actually, maybe I'll keep it in. And on video, I'll put your hands caressing the screen. It looks like your hands are just caressing my face.
We're so close.
But Erik, here's what's interesting though, right? Right away, we get the big scary truck comes up behind them. That comes in very quickly. And I thought watching it had been years since I had seen it because I'd only saw it in the theaters. I had never watched it again. I was like, oh, wow, this pursuit is starting right away. I didn't remember that. But no,
it's got a lot of personality. It's almost a van truck. It's a van truck. It looks like something you'd see out of like Stephen King, or got a cow catcher on the front. It looks like it's completely rusted.
Yeah,
and it's got this great horn, like.
You would be not shocked to realize that the sets people combined 2 different types of old trucks, welded it together to make this truck.
Yep. It's right behind them. And like you said, there's no one else on the road. There was one, what do you call it? Not a Winnebago camper that went by, but that's it. And as the big truck passes them, it's just an asshole. I mean, on purpose.
Yes.
The license plate, talking about your license plates that are vanity plates, it's BEATNGU.
Mm-hmm.
So I read it as Beat Gnu.
That's not the way Justin Long reads it.
No.
He reads it as beating you.
Yeah, I switched the letters around.
Yeah.
It's beating you. Get it? Because the truck's passing him by. He likes to frickin' pass people.
Yeah. So I'm going to bring that up later because I'm just confused about what this guy is up to.
We're doing creature lore for sure, but that's the beauty of this is we're not going to have an answer.
So the truck passes them by, and it's upsetting. Like you said, it was kind of tormenting them. Reminds you of Duel, like Steven Spielberg's Duel.
Yeah, Duel is another
image.
Yeah. Well, you know what it reminds me of? Art. Remember there was Kenny and Darla. This is in the story. And they were drunk driving together and their bodies were never recovered. The vehicle was never found. Remember how that reminds you of that? That's what they said 20-something years ago. This reminds them of a story about 20-something years ago where people they don't know disappeared.
Okay, yes. I thought that was strange too.
But you know what else?
The story doesn't involve the story she tells. This is Trish, right? Tells this story, right?
Yeah. About a couple that disappeared.
But how do they... Okay. People listening, she tells a story about these kids who disappeared, but there's some debate as to whether the head was taken off or something.
If they disappeared and the head's missing, how do they know the head's missing?
Okay, thank you. I couldn't, even on 2 watches, Erik, I was trying to figure out this urban legend from...
That's what it is, Art. It's an urban legend, a cautionary tale about drinking and driving. Don't do it, everybody, or you could lose your head like Darla.
Mm-hmm.
Or did she?
Yeah. Now they take a little bathroom stop, and this, they're kind of joking and doing their things back and forth. They have these little games they play and things. But when they go back to the car, she's complaining because he's got his dirty laundry in the back seat of the car. Because he's bringing...
Speaking of dirty laundry, Art, there's a horror movie. I feel like I've been ripped off lately with horror movies and underwear. So I have to do quick underwear corner. Just pointing out, I feel like I have to, is that she has black bikini underwear. So as a director, I'm like, why? They want to make her, is she kind of, I don't know. There you go. That's it. We can move on.
Because it's clearly a choice is what Eric's talking about. It's like
it's
our
a choice.
brains.
So somebody picked it.
Yeah.
We always have to know about wardrobe, everybody.
Okay. Well, she's like, oh, you're bringing home your laundry, you lazy, make mom do it, at home.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess it smells. So we see that Trish pulls the air freshener off the rear view mirror and puts it into his bag. And they spend a lot of time showing her do this.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay. All right. I think you know where I'm going with this.
It's just when you spend time on something, and I guess why would be the reason.
Yeah. So
and there's back and forth about the mom, which I don't care.
I don't.
Like
I don't
not
even
happy or something. I don't know.
Even in the context of watching the movie, I always try to watch it like, oh, what if this was the first time watching it? I'm like, I don't know that this matters very much. And then also I also start to go, where's that truck that we just saw?
Well, guess what, Art? Your wish is granted, because they pass by what looks like a boarded up church, but not a big old church. It's a standard wooden. You'd only have to know it's a church because they let you know, because you see a cross at the top. It's broken. And guess what's there, Art?
The truck they saw. Truck is parked next to the church.
Yep. And it's really cool because there's a guy, the van driver, and he looks like he's wearing cowboy trench coat type of thing.
A duster, like they call it, right? Like
and
a
it's
duster.
all brown. And he has a brown, like, dark man hat kind of a thing.
Mm-hmm.
But something's up because he's either wearing a mask or his face is just as dark as his outfit.
Well, it's interesting you said dark man, because I was trying to see it first when they're first seeing him. It's a good shot. I like this. It's through the trees. They're passing by, so they're seeing it like you would on the highway. You'd see this on the side of the highway. But I thought he maybe had something like a covering over his face and then the hat brim.
Yeah.
I was trying to figure it out.
They don't do a close-up. You're watching at a distance, which I think is awesome. Got what looks like, I guess if it's his dirty laundry, I don't know. It really looks like a body bag. It looks like a person wrapped in a white sheet with blood on it.
Yeah, with ropes tied around it.
Yeah, and he dumps it in a sewer. It's like a 4-foot sewer pipe, but it's sticking out of the ground like a ride that you'd find at a theme park that you don't want to go to.
Yes, it's like a corrugated metal stick.
Yeah,
like I like it. It's a good design. I like
really
like this.
Cool.
And he's tossing. There's two of them. So they see him toss one down, and then he's bringing out the other, and it's great because it's from a distance, but you can see that this figure realizes that there's a car driving by and turns, and you can see the recognition even from that distance, and he just starts staring at them.
Yeah, he walks towards them. It's like one of those guys you're like, oops, when you scream at somebody in the street. You know how you do that. But it looks like he's a pissed off guy. It's like, oh yeah?
Yeah. And he's just looking as they're driving off in the other direction. Now, Eric, I do want to interject here. Anybody looking into this movie will hear that it is semi-based on an actual true crime case. Unsolved Mysteries aired an episode where a couple saw somebody dumping a body, and then the person came after them and chased them down the highway, and they lost him, and they told the police. The police investigated. They found the body, and it was a guy who killed, I think, his wife, and then he was on the run for years. The only reason I bring this up, Eric, is if you go back and watch that Unsolved Mysteries episode, this scene we just saw is shot exactly like they shoot the recreation in the Unsolved Mysteries episode. Even the landscape, Eric, if you watch it, I think they went to the same roads because it looks like this. It just, the way it's shot, the staging, the guy looking at them, everything, it's really weird. It's almost like this movie recreated that, but put a creepy guy with his big van in there. It's very strange, but I don't know if anybody wants to check that out.
It's a creepy story.
Well, they look back. They're like, oh my God, what did we just see? And they look back and the truck is starting to pull out of the church to get on the road after them.
Yep. And there's some typical tropes in here where they got a phone, but it's a 2000s phone. So it's like a Nokia or something. It's like, oh no, your phone battery's low. Why would you do that? And it's like, well, I don't have a charger. And she's like, well, I don't have a lighter that works in the car. Oh, okay. We don't really do.
Yeah, because for some reason she's driving a car from like the 70s or something, because it's got to be, I don't know, but so they're not going to be able to use their phone.
Yeah,
and he's chasing them, bashing into the back of the car.
It's really good. They do it from 3 different angles, like and smashing the back of the car is not happy. But he does run them off the road.
I thought I thought that they turned off the road, like they went off the road on purpose.
Yes, yeah. I mean, yes. And what I love is when they pull up into this field. All these birds come out of nowhere. Just an extra thing to add. I think I watched a documentary and you can hear the director go, "Release the birds." But it's just a cool extra bit.
So they go into the field, Eric, but he keeps driving. He just drives off. He doesn't like turn around to go look what happened. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. The truck. Yeah. So they get out of the car and they got to fix the car. There's a whole thing about, you taught me how to fix cars to the girl character. My movie brain, Eric, we always talk about that, is filing this stuff away. Oh, she knows cars. Like, and I kind of remember that for later.
She does a Mad Max thing later on and builds her own truck.
Shaves her head like Furiosa.
Yeah. Let's go.
But suddenly, Derry, who you would never think this of this character, what we've seen up till now, gets this conscience, right, about what they saw.
Yeah, he's like, we got to go back and see. And she goes, that's dumb as hell, which is.
She has movie logic brain going.
She's doing all the things she's saying not to do, all the things that you do in a horror movie, yet they have to still do them. Mm-hmm. He says, well, what if it was you? She goes, oh, you fucker. All right, fine. We'll fucking go back there. Mm-hmm. But she just wants to get to a phone. That would be the best. I would say the best thing to do.
Well, I think that's what the actual couple in the Unsolved Mysteries did. They kept driving to the. They didn't go back to look at the body.
They got a rope. They tie all the laundry together. But they do go back there, and I think it's cool because the church, wooden church, boarded up. Boarded up windows always make me laugh. And then the top has the cross with a piece missing, and there's crows everywhere.
Yes, and it's Eric, great shot coming in because it goes you see all those ravens, and the crane shot goes up to the top of the church and looking down, and the cars pulling in. I just thought it was a cool shot. To introduce this creepy place. Yeah,
they put some effort into the shots. It's really shot well, and it's during the day. Pointing out right now, it's all during the day.
Perfect daylight.
Yes, but you know what? I bet the sun's going to go down at some point.
Yes. Now, they go over, there's that pipe, that corrugated pipe sticking out of the ground. Rusted. You get tetanus from standing 2 feet away from it. Like,
yeah. Yeah. And she's trying to talk him out of it. She's like, just, you know what? Okay, we looked, we don't see anything. And, they go to leave and you just hear like, just some kind of.
I rewound to see if you could make out what it is at all, and you can't. There's nothing.
No, you can't. It's, hey, kid.
You had the subtitles on?
I did, yeah. Hey, kid, asshole. I think that's what it was.
They do hear something.
Yeah, so when I watch a horror movie, I want to feel tense, and I feel tense. I actually was talking to the movie this time going, just don't do that, I kept saying. It's just stupid. Give me a flashlight and hold my feet while I hang down this, what did you say? It's 90. Is it a 90-degree angle pipe?
A 45. I would say 40, a little bit more than 45. So it's steeper than 45.
90.
But yeah.
What am I talking about?
Yeah.
And of course, it's just a dumb thing to do. So she's holding his feet like that's going to do anything. Him being 5 feet 7 inches closer to the hole.
I know.
That's it. And then rats come up. And of course, she lets go. Mm. And he's sliding down that that giant tetanus pipe. I mean, just whatever's there, just gross shit. The pipe is moist. If anybody hates that word, then I'm doing it on purpose.
There's definitely dripping and stuff. And so he slides down that pipe and it's suspended where the opening is, and he falls and hits his head. He's a little disoriented.
Yeah. This is a church, and this is the church yard. What would they be using this pipe?
That's okay. We'll talk about that once we get into the movie, because I don't know. I was like, yeah,
I'm talking about it now. I'm like, I've been to church, and we never had like a sewer pipe slalom ride. Who wants to go down the pipe and see Jesus? I don't know what it was for. Where they dump all the food from
That's
the
how you go down to Sunday school when you're a kid.
Oh, that's it. All right, kids, grab the rope and pray that we remember you're down there. Yeah. Mm-hmm. But he's down there, and it's cool with a shot. You get which is impossible, but still cool, is the circle of light where he's lying. Mm-hmm. His shirt's ruined, and he's in great shape. So thank you, shirt. Got a little rose. Did you notice this little weird rose tattoo on his belly button?
Yes.
It's around his belly button. What would you?
Just character stuff, Erik.
I guess. What would be cool is if I had a little rose.
He starts to come to, and he's pissed, first of all, that she let him go.
Another one where you're somewhere where you don't know, possibly with dead bodies, and all of a sudden he's okay. He's like, "Oh, thanks a lot. I would be." Are you still up there?
Is there a rope? Is there a rope around or something? Like,
Oh, okay, casual.
But speaking of bodies, Erik, he turns and he sees one of those satchels that the guy threw down, big body size with ropes around it, canvas bag.
Clearly a body. You're like, this is a body.
Yes.
And he kicks it.
Yeah.
I mean, not hard, but see if the person is alive. And I guess it's not. Jump scare! Oh!
I was waiting for that one, but yes.
Which, just to be clear, a completely wrapped body, but there just happens to be a hole in the sack where it can reach its arm out and grab you?
Yeah.
All right. Must have caught a rip on the way down.
So he tears it open, and it's a young guy. Blue. Is he blue?
He's sort blue.
Of blue.
He's blue.
Yes. And he can barely talk. It's sort of like, but he's trying to say something. But he doesn't.
He's like, I was trying to be a Smurf for the frat party. The makeup didn't work out too well. But he's pointing. He's like, pointing to his stomach area.
And so Darry tears open the sack more, and we get to see this guy's midsection.
Okay, here's what we're saying. What is this? Because you think, it's a serial killer, and he's throwing corpses down there. Maybe this guy survived, but his stomach is sewn closed with looks like hemp rope that you'd buy at Ace Hardware or something. It's a thick stitch and awfully done. Terribly
It's like
done.
Erik, if you've ever been sailing, like the sail repair kits, that's what it looks like he was sewn up with. Yeah. Canvas. Like, did you sew up canvas sails? Yeah.
Yes.
So yeah, this guy is just, and so you're like, what happened? Is sewn back up? What is going on here?
Yeah, and the Smurf dies. Who are you in Jeepers Creepers? I was Smurf Boy.
Well, so Darry is going to explore because he can't get back up that pipe. There's no way he's going back up that way. So he's got to find another way out.
Yeah, it's under the church, he says. So he wants his sister to go and flag somebody down and get help.
Yeah, go out to the road, flag somebody down. And so he starts exploring, and as he's doing it, you see like lots of lab equipment, stuff you do to like ferment wine or something, it looks like. But it's like all sorts of glass tubes and vats and vials and things like that.
This is where the little Christian kids are doing they're making their potions for God.
Oh, the wine for the
they're making the wine for the adults upstairs.
But also, Erik, he's noticing, so there's a table, and I thought it was interesting on two watches. There's a carving on this wooden table, but you can't, maybe you could, because you've seen the movie more than I couldn't quite get a whole idea of what this carving was of.
Well, I have to do some homework, so I don't have Jeepers Creepers 2, you get more of that, but this one, it's carvings of like writhing bodies going up the table leg. And
Okay.
if memory serves, there's some kind of a serpenty type of thing at the top of it, sort of looking down on them. So it looks a little occulty.
Yes, yeah, like religious, something like that. Almost like hieroglyphics type of stuff.
But what is going on? Because you still don't see the ceiling of the place. You don't.
But you see
it's cavernous.
You see the implements, though. You see the big, like we just talked about, pools of canvassy thread and things like that, and implements all over this table. But his shoe's untied, he notices, Eric, so he's got to tie his shoe.
Oh, definitely. You definitely should stop to tie your shoe when you've just seen a couple of corpses. There's another body there. Remember, there was two. So there's a few of them now.
You're right, Eric.
After you tie your fucking sneaker.
If I saw that guy, right?
Yeah.
With it like down there with his abdomen sewn up, I probably would have jumped up to the pipe. I probably would have been superhuman.
Right.
I would, or I would have run through a wall, like to get out
through the earth, soft earth, and made your own hole like Bugs Bunny or Tasmanian Devil.
Right.
Let's go.
But as he's casually tying his shoe, Eric, something drips on it. Some liquid is dripping.
Mm-hmm.
And he turns his attention to the ceiling. Does he have a flashlight? He found a flashlight, right?
He's got the flashlight with him.
He's got the flashlight.
He had the flashlight the whole time.
Yeah. That's right. And he turns the flashlight to the ceiling and he sees... I wasn't sure what I was seeing at first. I thought
great.
Yes.
That's what I like. You're not entirely sure.
Yes. You're like, are those carvings on the ceiling? Are those mannequins on the ceiling?
Right. Mannequins.
Are those right? You're not quite sure. So I agree with you. That's pretty cool because you're adjusting. What I like about it is you're adjusting the way his mind would probably be adjusting Darry's mind looking at it.
And there's not enough light to see even when he's shining. So this is what I like about a horror movie is don't show me all of it. Don't show me all of it because I will be disappointed with which my eye goes, Art, my eye is up on that ceiling. My eye's just going. So
I'm sure you've stopped. I'm sure you've paused the movie.
I didn't.
Before.
I didn't because I don't want to ruin it, but I have seen some of what is now bodies. I've seen some of those at the St. Louis Halloween haunted convention. Yeah. I was like, that's the torso man. But it's an uncountable amount of bodies on the cave ceiling. So it's not it is what is going on? The bodies are up there like somebody glued body. They're all naked. What is it? I'm excited.
Yeah.
I want to know more. Do you want to know more?
So he's got to try to find a way out. So yes, he's not moving as fast as I think you or I would be, but
even me who wants to know what it is, I would probably look up and go, holy shit. And then I would run for the whatever opening. Yeah. That would be probably my amount of time. I would have enough time to say, holy shit, tie my sneaker. I would take my sneaker off and carry it. Would be quicker.
Well, on his way out, he has time to look because he notices two of these mannequin bodies by the door. I'm like, you're at the door.
But these ones are so cool.
Yes.
Wait, these ones are cool. Yeah, and it's
you might stop and look at it and go like,
I probably would. It's a male and female, completely naked, and they it's good. It's not fantastic, but it's a good prop.
Mm-hmm.
There's still
you would leave a card for this guy and go like, hey, I run an attraction in Salem, and could you make something for me?
Can you do something like this except without as much boob as you did here? Because this person's boobs. Like, take it easy. Take it easy. Where's the guy's penis? We don't see that, do we?
No.
There's our nudity for our horror movie is a couple kind of sewn together Siamese twinish style, but they're holding hands. Like their hands are clasped.
And are they sewn together too, the hands? I think
they are, and there's a ring Oh, there's a class ring on the guy's finger.
It says Wheaton High School, and that's
Oh.
where that urban legend supposedly took place, Eric.
Oh, and
where
guess
the
what,
people
Art? There's
disappeared.
stitching all across the dead girl's neck.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, is this, what's her name? Darla?
Darla.
It's dead Darla. And it's her head. So somebody found the head and put it back on? Questions for later.
Yes. No, I know.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, I would imagine it's the couple from 20 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
So
meanwhile, Trish is up on the road, waiting, and they do a really cool shot here. She's on the there's nothing coming either direction road, but there's a branch, like a willow or moss tree branch hanging on the upper end of the frame.
Yep.
So you can't kind of see down the road a little bit. And they use that really well here because she's looking towards us in the foreground. And then from behind that mossy branch, you suddenly see there's a truck coming down the road, but it obscured it from us for a second. I like that little trick that they did there.
And as if her now trying to hide is going to do any good. She tries to hide, but the car goes by. Guess what? It's just
everybody who lives in this town, Eric, likes these old trucks because it looks very similar to the guy's truck that was chasing them. And then this is also, Eric, they're kind of showing she's trying to shift the gears and the car's a piece of shit, that they're trying to just play up how much of a
gear.
Yeah.
It's one with the it looks like an 8-ball type of.
Yeah. It's like you're driving a deuce and a half truck or something.
Yeah. And just so we're clear, Art, you and I are traveling. We're not college students, but we're traveling down that road. You and me, we're talking about movies and shit. And then we see this happen. And we go over there and I fall down the hole. Okay. Let's do reverse. You fall down the hole and you say, go and get help.
Yeah.
From the road. And I say, fuck no, I am not doing that. I'm staying right here. That's what I say. And if you say, I'm just going to go on the road to get what's reverse, you say, I'm just going to go look for a car. We haven't seen one in hours. And my response again would be, fuck no, you stay right there. Start grabbing that shit off the tree, tie it together, take your clothes off, Art, string them down that pipe. That's what I would have done. So
I thought you were going to say take your clothes off so that a car would stop or at least notice you on the side of the road.
There you go. There.
Art, you're yelling up the pipe. Don't. And when you got to the road, take all your clothes off. What?
All of them.
All of them.
I want you to throw them down the hole so I know you did it. Where are your socks?
So then we get Derry jump scare because she's trying to get the car started and he pops up in the window. And then they're cut to their driving down the road. And I think we're starting to see, like you said earlier, getting a little darker as they're driving down the road.
It's getting darker.
Yeah.
And Derry's just shocked. I was
catatonic.
Pissed off. Imagine me coming up from the hole and you're like, Eric, what'd you see? What'd you see? And I'm just going, oh. And if we have to reverse it, Art, you were going, oh, I would slap you in the face until you told me. Because we're friends. I would slap the shit out of you until you told me what was down there. Okay, it's bodies.
Yep, exactly.
But no, she lets him not say anything. So
he is saying little things. Isn't he saying like, he sewed the head back on?
Yeah, I guess it's true that she lost her head. But she didn't lose her fucking head because it's on her body. So
I feel like some of this is, would you say, Eric, possibly stuff from other drafts of the script that are still lingering in the script,
I'll give it,
I think. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll give it that.
Yeah. So sun's going down and gas is running out.
The gas too, and no phone. No gas.
I think that was the gas meter even beyond the empty. Like I think it was
when it hits that red, you got 7 minutes of driving left. But they go to a diner and there's a gas pump, so they leave the car there.
And while they're sitting there, or just getting out of the car, the truck goes by. It goes by, going back towards where they just came from. They see it from the road. Yeah, and they're like, "Holy shit, he's heading back."
But what would they? Oh, I guess. How would he discern that they were there?
Wouldn't he see them from the highway? It wasn't too far away. Like maybe he's not paying attention. But they go into the diner, and it's
busy diner for a freaking.
You had your road trips, Eric. This is what I used. Explain this to me. Little side note. You're driving down the road like we were talking about. Nothing around. Nothing. You don't see another car for like 45 minutes. But then you pull into like a Love's truck stop and there's 900 people there.
That's why they all got to eat. It's noon.
Yeah.
It's supper time.
It's a quote from Demon Knight. Supper time.
Supper time. Yeah.
So they go in and everything stops for a second looking at them. Got to have that.
She's pissed. Trish is like, all right, hey, I need a cop right now. Somebody get me a fucking phone.
You on the horn. Get the phone.
She's in charge. She is in charge.
But then suddenly the phone starts ringing. The payphone starts ringing. Right next to Justin Long.
I love one of the patrons is like, well, you going to get it? You going to answer that? You see a couple guys get up and leave because they think it might be their wife or something. Oh, shit.
He does answer it, and it is for him.
Yes.
Yeah.
Have you seen the cats yet? What?
Yeah.
The woman's voice is like, the cats. I see you with lots of cats. I've seen you in Derry. What? How is that possible? There's a woman on the phone that says cats, and she's describing his torn shirt because he's got one sleeve missing. It was a short sleeve shirt. And it also his hands cut. So he's got a cut, and she's talking about that. So how does this woman know?
Yeah. And then she starts talking about, she says, I don't know if it's a demon or a devil. Once it has the scent of something it likes, it won't stop till it gets it. It's saying all this stuff. It's all disjointed too. So you're like, okay, this person on the other end knows him and knows what's going on. And it's very interesting.
She's like, the Derry goes, the license plate beating you? She's like, no, you stupid. Think about it. And
but she doesn't tell him. She doesn't give him the answer.
She's like, tell him.
She makes him. It's like with a kid, I guess. It's like you're going to figure it out yourself.
Yeah, if you really want to make someone hang up on you, that's the kind of shit you do. And she's like, no, wait, listen to this. Jeepers, creepers, where'd you get do you hear that? Jeepers.
Well, we actually cut to this person's house, their apartment. We don't see them, but it's playing like the old phonograph, like you said, this record.
It's like when you hear that, you better run. So they just heard it. Should they run?
I thought for a second, Eric, that we were going to reveal who was on the phone and it was going to be the guy that was chasing them, talking with that voice.
That would be awesome.
That's what I thought was going to happen.
He's like Mrs. Doubtfire. Hello, children. Just checking to see
he's got the wig on. Yeah, he's
right. Oh, how's your tattoo? I've seen it on your stomach, you little. Oh, no, it's not.
So they hang up, but the cops come to the diner, and it's obviously the cops aren't going to believe
attractive
them. But
cops.
Yeah,
these two, it's a male and female, and they're both like
they're out of central casting. Like,
whoa,
they're TV show cops, is what they are. They're TJ.
Yes,
Hooker.
You're exactly right. They don't look like they belong in this county. They're like California cops,
right? They moved out to California to be an actor, but then they didn't work out. And now they're cops.
Yep. But so they talk about it. They're like, oh, this is what happened. And poor Derry. How are you going to say that you saw the fairly fresh corpses of a death from 20 years ago? He's telling the cops this, and they're like,
cops are doing a good job here. They're like,
they're not being like, shut up, kid. What do you know? They're like, okay, well, let's send somebody over there and see what's what.
Yeah, they're reasonable. They're like, hey, listen, if you were telling me this story, can't you see how this would be a lot? He doesn't say this would be crazy. He says, this is a lot. Like you're
Because when I forget what he says exactly, but it's like Derry goes, it's like 600 bodies sewn together like a quilt.
Yeah. And then he has another line. He's like, it's like a Sistine Chapel of bodies.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. And so they're mentioning the Darla case and that they're talking about, he's like, I touched the body. This is where he says that it felt hard or something like,
it was, it preserved somehow.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Think about that. If this is a serial killer, 600-ish bodies on the ceiling. So how many bodies is that per day or year. It's a lot of bodies. But why does he have bodies from 20-something years ago?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Yeah. Well, this is when somebody says, "Hey, is that your car out there? There's a guy out there." The waitress.
Yeah.
I'm not doing her justice.
No, but it was good enough. It was good enough. But it's dark now. And this is where now it's even creepier because I think the waitress says, it was standing over your car, like sniffing your clothes.
And they go out, and indeed, Erik, the laundry, the back door of the car is open, and the laundry's sort of strewn across the park. And they do almost like a it isn't quite a dolly zoom, but it's like a don't. They do like these zooms into the car across the laundry. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we get it. It would have been awesome if instead of remember the scent thing, the
air freshener. Air freshener.
Whatever the guy left a bunch more. He's like, Jesus Christ.
Well,
I followed you guys because you stink.
Because the waitress continues, Erik. She's like, and he was standing there sniffing the clothes as if he liked it.
Yeah. So he's got some issues, this guy.
Yeah.
We don't see him, but yeah. And then somebody says that they saw him head back down the road towards the church again.
Mm-hmm.
Does that mean he went to church, came back, sniffed their panties, and then left again?
Very odd. But there's a fingerprint on the door handle. Derry notices it. He says, "Hey, can you dust this?" And the cop says, "It looks like it's already been dusted. This is weird."
But now at least Derry's got you fucking believe me now? Guy sniffing my underwear.
And his underwear says Derry on it.
Yeah, he's like, great, now he knows my name. Would he really? And why would you put your name? You're a
Well, it looks like they're design. It's not like he put his name on it. It looks like it's instead of instead of like Calvin Klein, it says Darius.
Calvin, that's your name, Calvin Klein? No, it's Derry. What's mine? Mine's mine's Bamboo. Is that your name, Bamboo? Yep, it says it on my underwear. But here's what's creepy: is Trish looks up. She's looks up real quick, and there's a quick shadow, and you hear what was that?
And they do a big crane shot up with her sort of centered as it rises up above her.
Yep.
And this is where I'm going to point out, Erik, they're doing a lot of things here with camera angles like that. I won't point out all of them, where I think they're trying to focus us on her, on Trish, as a centerpiece of this.
Yes. What I like is their brother and sister, and notoriously they would be a couple.
Mm-hmm.
And I like that the girl is in charge and Derry's a mess.
Yes.
Because when you look at them both, he's usually sweating.
Notoriously hot. You probably read the trivia. It was filmed in Florida during the summer. It was
what
so
did you
hot.
Expect, people?
So hot.
But how did he get back to the church and the diner so quickly?
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
That's what they're asking. Now, the cops suddenly, they're like, okay, we'll go back to the church to check it out. I guess they're going to go back with the cops.
And they are doing a cool thing. It makes sense, but they make them drive in front of them so they don't try to escape.
Yes.
Yeah, I thought that was good. That's real.
And what they do, I thought you were going to point this out. The camera technique, what they're doing is they're showing Derry and Trish talking in the car, and then they just sort of slide the camera back to the car that's behind them, and they keep going back and forth. So you see Derry and Trish, and then they slide back, and you see the cops. I kind of like that. The cops talking.
It's good. It's good camera work. This guy knows what he's doing.
Yeah, we won't.
But
I don't know. We're not. I don't want to talk about that guy. He's.
No.
Oh yeah.
Oh no.
So yeah.
No, don't then. Don't.
We're not.
Don't.
No, we're not gonna.
Shit.
So.
But the cops get a call.
Yeah.
From wherever the cop central, and they're like, "Hey, the church is burning. By the way, it's out of control."
Yeah.
Those are college kids. They probably did it.
They might be a bunch of pyros. He says.
Yeah. But the church would be burning.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So the church is on fire, and Trish is turning on the radio. Remember when you could? Are you old enough to know, Art, to remember radio surfing?
I remember that.
You do? Because we're not old enough to remember radio surfing. We just go find something you like, and you maybe have 7 choices.
Well, especially when you're driving across the country. It's a little different now when I drove across recently because you have your phone and you can listen to podcasts. You can listen to all that stuff.
You can
like if you wanted to, you could listen to what? You could listen to Midnight Cinema, on there. We're on every podcast app. Yeah. We're on Apple, Spotify, on YouTube. If you're at your hotel room, want to pull up YouTube, listen to the podcast.
That's what I'm watching when I'm in a hotel room is a stagnant picture of 2 guys talking.
Rather than HBO or Cinemax on the ad, they're like, Midnight Cinema. We have that at the motel. Yeah.
But I would stay because I really like the 2 guys doing it. They're really funny.
And if you really do like it, Erik, you could go to midnightcinemapod.com and you can learn a lot more. You can find all the old episodes that we have. Oh. Yeah, that's right. You could drive down that lonely road.
Yeah.
And it's a perfect thing, Erik. We have so many episodes. If you're driving across the country, you can listen to Erik, you could listen to a long podcast on Big Trouble in Little China. That'll take you across half the country.
That'll take you. Oh, we couldn't not that and Sleepy Hollow. We couldn't.
Yes.
It's by the way, just shout out to one of our avid listeners, Dwayne, who specifically told me that he had to sit through Star Crash, which we just did a little while ago, and
oh, Dwayne, no.
He said, but now I'm going to listen to the podcast. I said, yes, the podcast is better. Once you get to the torpedoes, you'll be laughing with us, Dwayne.
Yeah. So go check us out over there. And please write in, tell us what you think. Also, we love recommendations that people send in. Some of these movies, I'm like, I never heard of that movie before. Some people are giving us recommendations.
We might do it. We just might.
And as always, please give us a rating or review wherever you can, because
don't be lazy.
Yeah,
we'll wait. Let's wait. We'll wait a few seconds for them to do it.
Okay.
How's your day? Good.
Mine's pretty.
Yeah, you waiting for people to like it?
Yeah.
Well, wait, everybody. It's right up there. Look on your freaking phone. It's right there. Okay. So what?
Yeah.
So she's listening to the radio and Derry stops and goes, listen, wait, it's Jeepers Creepers. But it's
an updated jazzy version, Erik.
Yeah. I know that song.
Okay, good.
Yeah. It's I forget who it's by, but it's like bing, don't, ding, ding. And it's really not Jeepers Creepers. There's some of Jeepers Creepers in there, but it's a fun song.
So I'm curious, I didn't look it up. Was that song on this soundtrack? Was it made for this movie or was
no?
That was a song, and then he put it in the movie for you. But it's an updated modern version of it that he's listening to. And so he starts freaking out. And then in the background, Erik, so they're showing them, and in the background, you see in their rear window, you see the cop car following them, and you can make out that there's something on top of the cop car.
Yes.
But the cops don't know it yet. That's what's great about it.
Sense.
No.
Because this serial killer who throws bodies down a pipe is seemingly standing like it's a stunt show with this duster. And the hat is still on.
Yes. And so the cops, we cut back to the cops in the car and they hear something on the roof. And so do you do this, Erik, when you hear something on the roof? The deputy riding shotgun pulls herself out the window and to look up on the top. It was the weirdest thing. I'm like, I would driving down the road, a highway, you'd be like, I'm just going to pull myself up to look on the top.
Sadly, in this situation, I probably would do just that.
Okay.
But you know what happens when you do that, Art?
Well, when there's somebody riding on the roof, they just rip her out. You see her feet go through the window.
She's gone.
She's gone.
Gone.
Yes. And her partner is like, what the hell is going on? And just as he's realizing it, the roof caves in, right?
Above his head, like it's made out of aluminum foil.
Yes.
And the figure on top has these hands, dark, very dark, and grabs his head, pulls his head up so it's still attached out. So the cop's driving like it's a cartoon, like the Flintstones. Oh, right?
Yeah.
But what's happening now is all of a sudden the killer on the roof, they're driving quite fast, but he's planted on the roof like he's got magnet feet.
Yeah.
And he has a Gimli Lord of the Rings axe.
I was going to say, suddenly it's the Lord of the Rings. It
is not a hatchet. It is a medieval looking
ornate battle axe.
Yep.
Yeah. But all silver and glowing in that moonlight.
Yep. And he just chops the cop's head off.
With
we
such
only know
force?
that. What?
So he cuts the head off, and then the two of them are driving. They don't know any of this is going on behind them.
Not at all.
Derry and Trish. They don't, they're just driving. But then the head of the cop lands on their hood right in front of them.
Yes. And think about that, because you got cop car behind them and they're in front of them, and whatever, this guy hurtles ahead and defies the laws of physics.
Yes.
But it's a quick thing too. So they stop the car and it looks like the cop car is going to crash into them, but it just stops short.
Yeah. And it's dark now, so they're both dark road. They're both
what is happening?
Yeah.
This is a serial killer as far as we know. But now there's something. It's like a Jason Voorhees type of thing going.
Yeah. So Trish gets out and goes sort of over to the
Trish, my girl Trish. She runs track. She's got to run. She's doing some kind of fitness. She knows that she could kick some ass if she wanted to.
Well, she goes out and the car's there, and it looks like there's somebody in the car.
It is great. It is great. I'm getting chills now, because this is where a horror movie succeeds for me, is someone's in the car. You know it's not the cops. It's got to be this killer. And it's still dark and there's just light. And you can see that the killer has this weird wispy hair just on the lower back of its head. So you're just going, what? Why is he in the car? It's so good.
But then the door opens.
Mm-hmm.
And he steps out. Duster. He doesn't have his hat on.
No, he probably lost it.
Doesn't have the hat on. And he steps out, like you said, and you're starting to get a view. It's dark with the shadows. It's still a little hard to see him, but his face looks. We've seen this type of face with people before, like a White Walker from Game of Thrones.
You don't see it. You're still like, wait, is this a?
It's in shadow, but you're getting a feel for it. But
White
he
Walker's
walks.
a good call, because when we describe him later, I think that's a good callback. Right?
Yeah, he walks down the highway to where the head is.
Yes, I give the head a 7 out of 10.
Okay, good.
No,
but they're watching from the car. They're now both back in the car, Derry and Trish. They're watching.
Are you a whistler? Awesome.
And he puts a little flourish on some of it too. So it's like he's walking, whistling Jeepers Creepers.
Yep. And you're getting more from this guy, whatever, because it's now, you think, okay, it's clever and it's also a smart ass, right? So you're getting all of this. I'm getting all this. And then he freaking picks up the head of the cop. You're still not entirely seeing what kind of humanish person this is, but he's got the cop head in front of him. And I'm sure you noticed. I mean, it's pretty obvious. But there's a billboard.
Well, that's what I was going to say. The reason we're not getting all of them is that they're backlit because there's a billboard behind them.
Yeah.
An older, tiny billboard.
Yes.
Like that animation of advertising a supermarket or grocery store. Meats.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And it says, tastes so darn good.
Yes. And there's a guy grilling a steak.
South of the border. You're almost there.
Yeah. So he's in front of that. So that's what Erik was saying. So that's lit. And so he's a little more in shadow in the foreground with the head.
Yep.
So he's got the head.
And he just creepers. It's creepers me out. Grabs the head like this and he starts smelling it like I'm trying to think what it would be. It's like I'm going to embarrass myself. So your girlfriend from high school leaves, she goes back to college or whatever, and she leaves you her sweater, and you smell the sweater. You're like, oh my God. Oh, I miss her so much. This is what it looks like he's doing with the head.
When you wake up tomorrow, tell me if you want to cut that.
Look, I'm not ashamed.
In the light of day tomorrow, tell me if you...
You know I love you, and you know that when you were gone, I would smell your sweater.
But I will hold off on. I'll wait, and you can tell me when you're sober. But
that's what
you're
he's
right.
saying.
But it's close. We like Erik. It is. He gets in there when he's smelling it. It's not a whiff. Like he puts his whole nose into it. And then did you notice the little flourish, Erik, of he tosses the head up to turn it around?
He does. Like it's an
apple or a pineapple or something, or a cantaloupe or something.
Yes. And here it shows personality with this villain. And then he frickin' he gives it the world's worst French kiss.
Yeah. He bites into the tongue and he's pulling back, and the tongue is pulling out of the head. Like it's like you're sucking a crab meat out of the crab leg, right? Like kind of
like you're sniffing the sweater of a crab.
Come on.
But they're trying to leave in that damn car.
Oh, yeah. Oh.
And the best thing to do when you're having trouble is to have someone 2 inches away from you screaming in your face to come on, let's go. That's going to help.
Oh, my God. So they take off down the road. But we get a little personality here, too. They don't have to do this in the movie. They did not clearly have to put this in. We're in the dark all of a sudden. And the door's open, so we're in the back of his truck. We see the back of his truck. Where is he? Where's the truck? Doesn't matter. I like this scene. It's okay.
Behind the billboard.
I guess. But so we're in the truck looking out, and the door's open, and he's clearly got a bunch of sacks in there tied up, like the ones we saw in that basement.
Yeah. So he's doing this a lot. So there's got to be, I don't know, 8 to 12 bodies in there.
And does he have the duster on? Does he put it on? I can't remember. He has
the duster on.
And then his hat. Is his hat on yet? No. Okay. So he throws in another sack. He throws in a body into the back.
Yeah. Then puts his hat on, straightens it,
shuts the door.
Yep.
Boom. They wait. They count. 1, 2, 3. Doors open again.
Yeah.
He tosses the head in there.
Yeah. Got to have the head, right?
Boom. Doors close again. Yeah. I liked it. I thought that was fun. I thought
it is great because you're just confused. I'm confused as to what this guy is and what's happening. Supernatural.
Where did those bodies come from? I'm like, did he kill everybody in the diner? Like
everybody.
I don't.
All the babysitters at home while the folks are out eating at the diner.
But like you said, it's given like a little personality to him too. He has clearly a little attitude or something.
But wait, there's more. Everybody, just hold on. If you haven't seen it, stop. Just go see the movie first.
So they're driving down the road, and then they're having an argument, Erik. Where do you fall on this argument? She's saying we need to stop. There are houses, people have phones, and he's like, just keep driving. Like, put your foot to the metal and just do not stop until we're in civilization or something. I don't know what
it depends on where they are, because I'm with him. Like, don't stop. But they did gas up.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
But this guy behind them just tongued the corpse of a sexy police officer. So he's behind you. So either you take a chance to try to stop at a house on this highway, or you drive as fast as you can, or you drive off the road, and go through the grass for 1.5 miles
and turn off your
get
lights
out of there. I don't know, but she's determined to call. So lucky for us, it's the last house on the left. So they pull over to another creepy ass house. It's that fence, the screened in porch. It just, and
they're approaching. There's a really creepy scarecrow in the yard. They go by this really creepy scarecrow.
Yep.
I do like his line. She's like, no, we're going to use the phone. He goes, what are we going to call? Hello, East Bumfuck Police? I've got some creepy guy is chasing us.
And Justin Long is very good at improv, and I think they let them both do a little bit of creative lines here. So he's pretty funny. Yeah. But they get to the door, and there's a elderly woman in there.
This is a great performance, I have to say, for a horror movie. I like this because at this point in the movie, you're like, what is going on? What's happening?
Yes.
And this shadow comes up to the screen door and is like, who's out there? How's that?
Yep. You hear cats. You see cats. I thought this is the mother of this serial killer guy. And they're going right into a trap. That's what I thought when I first watched it. I'm like, I also
was, is this the person who called him earlier? Because she said, have you seen the cats?
Oh, yeah. I thought
It doesn't sound like her. It doesn't sound like her.
No, the other woman sounds like this a little bit.
Yeah.
She's like, how you doing? She sounds like, what's her name from Monsters, Inc.? Always watching.
Well, it's Eileen Brennan.
And Eileen Brennan, if you don't know who she is, I'm sorry for you. But if you, as far forward as you can go, Clue.
Mm-hmm.
If you watch Clue, Eileen Brennan is one of the people, but so many other fun.
Going back further, she was the drill sergeant in Private Benjamin.
Right.
She was, so great roles.
She's had that same voice, Benjamin.
Mm-hmm. She sort of falls into the Carol Kane-ish mold and role.
She's she's Carol Kane with a fifth of vodka. That's who she is. Carol
but
Kane,
she's weird. She's weird, and she's very, I don't have a phone.
Yeah.
But you can tell she's kind of lying.
She doesn't like the police either. She's like, no, I don't want to near my house because they're trying to tell me how many cats I can have. Nobody's going to take my babies. You know, when you're calling your cats your babies, that you have an issue, right? You know, everybody out there, if you have more than 2 cats, please call me.
I love it because Justin Long is like looking at that screened-in porch to the side, and it's teeming with cats, Eric. They're like crawling over, and Justin Long is like, can we get out of here? Like, I don't like
really. It's Scarecrow out front, cats in there, creepy old woman, and not that old women are creepy. She's just creepy.
Yeah,
the best way possible.
And then she's like, "All right, I'll let you in, but just don't give the cops this address."
Yeah, she wants them to go out to the highway and wait for them there. That's where they belong, on the road.
And then the lights go out in her house.
Yes,
and then the wind stops.
That was
they make
cool.
a point.
She's got a windmill and a little wind flower, and they stop.
Mm-hmm.
So, okay, this is supernatural then. This is where I think to myself, this thing coming after them is supernatural.
And this is creepy. She goes, who else did you bring? Because you're like, what? She's looking at something. And they look back, and she's like, that's not my scarecrow.
Yep. And right in front of the scarecrow is what I guess we're going to call is the creeper, because he's creeping on them.
That's what they call him in the credits and the titles.
He's got his duster and his hat, and he's standing there, and he's still freaking in shadow. So they are not completely showing you who this guy is.
No, it's a little, the hat, his brim, and the way you saw like below his face, it reminds me a little bit of the Wicked poster, like the Wicked Witch.
Oh my God. And he flies up. I wish I had wings to fly. That would be awesome.
And there's a good one too. We said,
yes, there's a good creeper. You know, if you don't wear those clothes, you could be popular. You could kill some cops. You could make things in shops, sewing people up. You'll be popular. But the woman, our elderly woman, she's ready.
You don't see it coming, but Trish and Derry are staring like, oh my God, and a big shotgun barrel comes between them, and you're like, oh, it's this woman. She came out of the house with a shotgun.
Double barrel. She's used it before too. Right?
Yeah.
But she tells him to get out of there. The guy doesn't move, and then he starts to move, and what I thought, blew him to smithereens.
It's a little weird though.
It's a quick catch. You have to be like, wait, what? But the guy gets out of the way, and she blows apart her scarecrow stuffed with pumpkins from last year. It explodes. What does she put her dead cats in there? What is? Oh.
Yeah, but it's kind of like, whoa, but you hear something, and Trish notices something went overhead, and just on the edge of the house, you saw something lands on the edge of the house, but you don't.
Okay.
know what's
so now
going
we
on.
get like Krampus style going on here. We got this thing that could dodge bullets and flew over to the house.
Yes.
That's one hell of a duster. I want one.
And then Justin Long is freaking out. Darius is freaking out. And Eileen Brennan, does she butt him with the shotgun in the balls? Is that what happens? Like Eileen Brennan, I'm talking about. She kind of goes, ah!
Yes.
He goes down with his nuts cracked.
She's got to save her babies.
Yes, because she's going in the house. They don't want her to go back in the house. They're like, oh, no, you can't go back
dark.
in there. Yeah.
It's now dark. Great. Mm-hmm. This is the kind of thing I'm very pleased with stuff like that. You see the house. They're outside. They're waiting. Lights up for 1 second.
And shotgun blast. Yeah.
Yeah. So 2.
Yep.
So one, you'd be nervous. Two, you're thinking, all right, she got 2 shots off
Mm-hmm.
and they're still waiting. And now you know how I feel about elderly figures floating towards you. I don't
I
like
know.
it.
Yeah, Erik is
I have a fear
referencing,
elder
Black
ghosts.
Sabbath is a movie we did. If you want to listen to that, you can listen to Erik relive trauma. So yes, she's sort of floating towards the door, sort of, and you're like, what is happening? She's gliding in shadow because the house has no lights on in the house. And she comes towards the screen door, and then it's revealed that this creeper guy is behind her.
Yes.
Sort of holding her up and going.
Off
Does he have
the
the
ground.
shotgun? With the shotgun? Is that what it is? He has a shotgun through her and he's holding her up? I don't know. I couldn't quite
I want
get
it to be that.
Yeah.
It could be the shotgun, but she has these full cat slippers that she's wearing, and they're just grazing the floor. So really creepy.
Mm-hmm.
And this is now where he's standing right next to the woman who's his height. He's a tall guy. And you see now what you described as some monster version of a White Walker. So the rows of teeth like It for the remake, foggy eyes, dark grayish black face with weird creases in it, kind of gargoyle-y, demon-y, right?
Gargoyle-y, demon-y, also possibly like alienish too, like it could be
you
alien.
Don't know what you're looking at, and it's just like it's got its teeth like, and it just tosses her. Poor woman. Short-lived scene, but really cool.
Eileen Brennan made a lot out of that scene. I thought, great, good for you, man.
And director's choice too. He was like, I want that person.
Yeah, perfect.
But it's just now you know this is a monster. Now there's no doubt this is maybe a supernatural demon-y asshole monster.
Yeah. So they run to the car.
Yeah,
of course. They get in the car and
they free the cats. No, I would start throwing cats at them.
They start to go to the car, Erik, and Darius, like earlier, is like, I'm thinking, man, we got to go back and get those cats. We got to go back
to the cats. They're like 2 miles down the road. Did you see their faces? Who's going to feed them?
So they run to the car, and of course, as they've prepped us through the whole movie, the car is not
awful.
Like, can't get the car started. And I have to say, our creeper is pretty cash. He's not.
He's messing now because they see him in the road standing there like, it's up. I almost want him to do
pacing. He's sort of pacing kind of coolly back and forth in the road.
I
almost like
to do
bring it on.
The Bruce Lee hand. That would have been a little much. But they decide they're going to try to run him over. And this is cool and not cool because it's practical. But she tries to run him over, and he basically hops over the car.
Sort of lightly walks over it. Yeah.
Yeah. And it's clearly wires. You can't see them, but I thought it would have been cool if he just leapt over the car and didn't try to walk, because he's clearly not walking on the car. But I thought that was cool. And then she's like, fuck you, I'm going to do that again. Does the same thing. And he's just looking at him like, what do you got? That's it. See that? I always wish he had his hat and he'd be like, look at that.
But this is interesting because he's not going in for the kill. He's just
teasing them, and I would say scaring them.
Yes.
He's sadistic. Is that what you would say? Maybe like what do you call that? He's he's showing off and a little bit of it showing off here. But now we're seeing, oh my God, maybe this thing is really difficult to kill because you can't even, it hops over the car. But she's very clever, our girl, right? So and Darry's like, come on, you stupid. She goes, come on. She's like, get over here. So she's pretending that the car is not working.
Yes.
And then she freaking runs him over with the car, and he flies over the car. So he not under the car.
He crashes up and over. Yeah.
And here's where our director's like, well, there's more.
Yeah.
More stuff where you're going, wait, what is weapons fall from the sky? A dagger and something else falls on the hood. So this guy has weapons. They didn't need to include that. because where did the axe come from, right?
Right.
But weapons fall on the car. And if this was a comedy, they would keep going until like a toilet fell on the... But Justin Long says, do you think he's dead? She knows the horror movies aren't like we do.
The whole movie, she's been the mind of the horror movie watcher.
Yep. It's double tap, girl. Do it. She's like, they never are, she says. And frickin' runs him over a couple more times. And it looks really good. They run this guy over.
Thump, thump, thump. Thump, 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 thump. And they're showing shots of the body, like the arm as she's running it over. And it's kind of the arm as like looks a little weird in the hand.
It's got scales on it. Like dragon scales, it looks
yes.
like. And what I love is also the arm has tire marks on it.
Yes. You can see like almost like a waffle press or something like went over his
great.
arm.
And this next scene for me, I don't know why I love shit like this, but it's not well lit, right? So you got a lot of backlights and things. So whatever this guy is, he's a corpse now on the ground. And you can't see much of a shape because of the duster, right? And they're looking at it in front of them. And a giant bat wing flaps out and flaps around like you hit a big bird. And then and drops. And this is like an 8-foot wing.
Yes, it's huge, and it's
like a dragon, sorry everybody, a wyvern. So cool, and I did not know until this watch that it was CG.
I was gonna say it's a good practical effect.
It's not a practical effect.
Wow. Well, dimly lit, like you said, so that goes to their advantage.
They're showing you just enough, and I have to say, art that I brought instinctively today. Maybe because I knew we were doing the podcast, to World of Wizardry in Salem, Massachusetts. Fantasy magic adventure. We're doing in the dark magic realm, we're putting a dragon in there. And we're altering one that I have. And I took the wings in and I was going, oh my God, I'm holding the creeper's wing.
Yeah.
It's veiny. It looks just like it.
Got to put a duster on that dragon.
Put a duster on it.
Duster on it. And then the hat.
And some cats. But you know what you have to do, Art, is you don't let that sit. You got to run over it again.
Yes. And when she runs over it, it is great. It runs over it. You see the car kind of tears the wing a little bit as it's running over it.
It's really, really good. So if this thing... it seems to me like you can't kill it and you don't know what it is now. Right? So where do you go, Art? Where are you going to go now?
Well, if Trish is driving, you're going to the police station.
Damn right.
Which is right. But Trish goes right for the police station.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Jesus.
So they're at the police station. Do you notice we get a little bit of local color here? They bring in a guy.
This guy has a scene.
He gets residuals, this guy.
Oh, yeah. He's living off the creepers right now.
Imagine they brought him back for every movie.
Weren't you the guy that stole that car?
Yeah, the guy comes in. I'm just mentioning it's so nothing.
I thought it was it a cameo, but no, I don't know.
The guy comes in and the officer at the desk, they bring in this guy in handcuffs. He's like, "What are you doing stealing stuff? You don't even steal good cars."
A back and forth. They're having a back and forth. Is it a rest? Is it our horror movie rest for a second? Is that what it is? Because I want to keep going. I want him to, let's go. Let me see. He's coming for them. I know it.
Because there are a lot of police.
Holy crap, Art.
This police station looks like you're watching Law and Order when they go into the detectives' offices and there's
Terminator police station where they've got, how many cops do you need for a small town? I don't know, 40?
I don't know.
40?
There's just lots of bustle in this police station. Yeah.
There's
people
nothing
coming
to do.
in. Yeah, people coming in and out.
Yep. Yeah. They're all being arrested for not going to the diner. I don't know. But now he's on the phone.
She's on the phone. And then meanwhile, Darry is looking at the bulletin board. And speaking of a lot of cops, there are like 75 missing persons posters on this board.
It was like a Nightmare on Elm Street style. Missing.
Yeah.
That town sucks.
I'm like, how many people? That's got to be half the town from what we've seen on these roads. Like,
what happens is all the parents go and eat at the diner and leave their kids at home and they get abducted.
Right. So he's noticing that. And then...
You answer me, Art, why the police station has missing persons on the billboard? Wouldn't it be somewhere else? Don't the police already fucking know who's missing?
It's a good
They
point.
got to be reminded every day. Oh, yeah,
maybe that's
kid.
it. Maybe that's it going out. I'm not necessarily against that.
Whatever.
But then after a while, Erik, stuff becomes like wallpaper. They're not going to look at those.
You put another one on there. Like, oh, no, that's a dog. That goes on the other billboard. The missing dogs.
Yeah.
But she's on the phone with her mom, and I don't know why we need to know that it's not a good relationship, and they're a few hours away, so don't bother to come here. They're going home.
Yeah, and then a woman comes in, and we kind of recognize the voice.
Yes.
And yes.
It sounds like the woman from the phone call a long time ago.
And the police know her. Yeah. They go, Giselle, what are you doing in here? Don't bother anybody in here. Yeah, get out of here. But she's like, I need to talk to Trisha. That's what she's saying.
Trisha and Dare. I think her name should have been Jezebel Exposition is her last name. Because they're like, oh, don't do your psychic stuff in here. Yeah. And if she is a psychic, why don't they get her at that bulletin board? Day one. Come on over here, Jez. Go ahead. Oh, that's the boy. He's in a barn. I see him in a barn. Oh, mystery solved.
So she comes over to Trish and Derry, and she starts, I got to talk to you. And she says, you saw all those bodies. And that gets their attention. They're like,
yes. Another question I have for you, Art, and everybody else is you and me, we had our road trip, right? We've been through all this shit, Art. We just ran over we ran over Batman's ugly brother, right?
Yeah.
We saw all this stuff. And then a woman comes in and says, I'm a psychic. I know what's going on. And we say, fuck off, right? No, we don't. We give her a cup of coffee and go, please tell me.
Tell me everything.
I just killed the Dark Knight and Catwoman. Oh, I have issues with things like that. I want to know if my kid tells me there's a monster in his closet, I'm bringing a bat and checking it out.
So Jez Exposition here is going to tell us a lot of things, but it's all in disjointed sentences, things like that. It takes a long time to get this exposition out.
It's another issue I have. I know why they do it to build up tension, and we're like, wait, what? But just go listen to what I'm going to say. I'm going to start right at the beginning. Shut up. I'll tell you the whole thing. And then you have any questions. But no, it's like, and then it's this and it's that. And this, but she has to tell them, which I think is cool.
Okay.
So you got it?
About what the lore is?
Yeah.
Like what this.
And she only knows because she has visions of things.
Yes.
So
she has visions.
What do you got?
Dreams, things like that.
Mm-hmm.
So she says, every 23rd spring, for 23 days, it gets to eat.
Okay, that's what she says.
And then I'll just add one more thing. It dresses like a man, but only to hide that it is not.
Correct.
Okay.
Yes. Yep. And if we're going, this gets cut up a little bit because, we're seeing something happening, but she's basically saying that who knows how long it's been around, and that because you guys have harmed the creeper. She doesn't call it the creeper, but it now has parts that it needs to be fixed. And the way it does this throughout its 23 days is it eats parts that it needs. And they kick the shit out of it. Now, my next question is, so is it going to look for bat wings? Like if somebody kicks it in the balls, does it have to? I'm just saying. But That wasn't planned. It just came to me.
Has to sniff it out to make sure it's the right.
What is he doing? Oh, he lost his testicles. Can he exchange it for other parts? Like, well, you know what? While I'm here. And what it does is it likes to scare you. And when it scares you, you react in a way that you give off a scent. And if it picks up the scent, it can smell you, and then it can find out if it has a part that it wants. So that's why it smells. So according to this, the cop's head, which he wasn't after the cops, he scared the shit out of the cops. And he grabbed the head, and he's like, I wonder if there's anything. Oh, the tongue. And that's why he ate the tongue.
Yeah.
So that's what this thing does.
Yeah.
And it can smell something in your fear, and it goes after you to take a part of you that it might like.
Yes. And you just put it all together more coherently than this scene does in the movie.
Oh, you have to be. Yeah. She's like, and then it's.
I picture you're in your room with the cork board with the strings and trying to put it together.
Okay, wait. So okay. So if it's got an eye infection, is it going to, okay. If it's got a cold, does it look for somebody's nose? I don't understand.
Yeah.
But yes.
And you heard it. She says, you heard it, and it can eat till it ain't going to hurt no more.
Yes.
Yeah.
And speaking of which, car rolls up because it can't fly anymore.
Yeah, we cut to outside the police station.
Yes. Which is another just good job because you just see him from behind getting out of the truck and he's got limping because he's missing a foot.
Yeah.
It's just like,
it's a really crazy walk that he's doing away. It reminded me a little bit of, we did a movie called Demon Night, Tales from the Crypt. And it reminded me of a Billy Zane would do this.
Yes. Without the dialogue. I'm glad it's not saying anything.
No.
So,
like it's not walking, going like,
yes,
damn kids,
goddamn college students make me walk all the way over here. But I don't know if you noticed it, but it looks like he's missing an arm. So
that must be the wing.
Yeah, but his clothes are okay. No.
No, the wings are separate. Yeah,
we'll point that out later. Yeah, but so Creeper not in good shape.
Heading to the police station. We see it's heading to the police station.
Yes. And just in case we don't know, she continues, it eats things that he needs. So just in case you don't know what I'm talking about, everybody, like a lung to breathe. We got it. Eyes to see. Okay. We got it. So the lights go out.
Yes.
So is this a supernatural power that it has? Is it can stop electricity? Because remember the old woman and the cats?
Same thing. Yeah, the lights went out there. Yep.
All the lights go out in the police station. So does it have supernatural powers as well as, the powers of altering?
Mm-hmm.
Besides being a monster, does it also have like magic?
I think,
and I don't want to know.
The idea you're getting from what you're doing is this is sort of like a reminds me of It, Stephen King. This thing.
Don't tell me.
And
don't ruin it. Nobody watch Welcome to Derry. Don't do it.
So downstairs, they're like, oh God, we got the inmates downstairs, so go check on them because the power's out. And so a policeman goes down there.
Yes, check it on the inmate. Is that a thing? I mean, you and I have both been in prison. Well, you anyway. When he's like, show me some skin.
Yes.
And a number of prisoners in this small town with 40 cops.
Thanks. I was going to say, not only a lot of missing people, a lot of criminals.
Right?
Yeah, so he's going down the cell block. Show me some skin. Show me some skin.
Is that a thing?
I guess.
What are they like?
To make sure they're in there? Yeah.
And they do.
So, they do as he's going down. But then he gets to the last cell and he puts the flashlight in there. And there's two guys who are staring at the other side of the cell. They're sitting there almost paralyzed and they're looking really rough looking guys.
Terrified.
Yeah.
It's great because you as the viewer is now like, what are they seeing? What are they seeing? And you go
follow
over,
the flashlight beam.
And all the remember the creeper's clothing? It's on the floor now. He's naked.
Mm-hmm.
That would be awesome if he shined the flashlight and it's just like a naked guy going, hey! But you're just seeing the back of this monster now with no clothes.
Yes. And it's like you're looking at one of those old paintings of a gargoyle over like a gargoyle or creature with wings over somebody, like a body, like dismembering it type of thing.
And the wings are closed. So it looks like the wings are repaired.
Like a gargoyle that's hunched on the side of a building, when you see those. Yeah.
Yeah. And then you're hearing it. You must have cranked up the sound on this, but you're hearing it go like it is
gluttonously eating. Like, yes.
And you see then that the poor inmate, has no foot anymore.
Mm-hmm.
And you also see it has no arm anymore. I remember when I said he had no foot, no arm when he came in. So indeed, I guess he's eating the part he needs, but he also picked this last guy. One for, cinematic effect, but two, because maybe this is the guy he needed the parts from.
Mm-hmm.
So what do you do as a cop, Art? What do? You stand there and watch it for 25 seconds? That's what you do, right?
Well, to be fair, you'd probably be like, what the fuck is
going on? Up to the point.
That's true.
I would shoot it first and go, what was that? The minute I saw no foot and I heard like swallowing noises, then I empty the clip. Then I get more clip. And then I go, what was that?
Well, we cut upstairs, and Giselle is saying to our two heroes here, Trish and Darius, she starts singing Jeepers Creepers, and she's like, it's playing on an old phonograph. I hear it playing while one of you is screaming
in the dark. And you hear 2 gunshots.
Yep.
And
that's your guy, Erik. A little late, but he did fire that gun at the creeper. Yeah.
My
2
God.
shots.
But she says that she can see now. She's like, no, we can't hide in the room because I can see the guy that he finds you hiding in a room, things like that. So then you hear the other cop downstairs. Right. Here's we get 20 plus cops.
They all come out weapons. It looks like you're the Terminator, like you said. They come.
Yeah.
The lighting is the same as that too, as in the Terminator.
Like a resort.
They have flashlights. They have flashlights.
Everything. They got everything except Lance Hendrickson. They got everything.
Yes.
And the guy's downstairs going, listen, we got an officer down and we can't take this guy down. He's wearing crazy armor.
Yes.
Some kind of crazy armor.
And then, Erik, do you like this one? We lost him. This one's a real mover and shaker.
Yes, they're even like, he's on the wall. And the guy's
he's a climber.
The chief of police is like, okay, all right. What? Is it the guy we brought in that stole the car? No, man, no.
So they know he's coming up the stairwell, so all the cops are focused on the stairwell.
Okay. So we have a score of cops.
Oh my God. It looks like there's 18 of them maybe or something. Yeah.
I would love to count cops. Like if it This is for what is it? What's the thing I watch all the time with James? This is James A. Janice. They would count cops.
Yeah.
Wow. Sorry, James. I forgot the name of your podcast. Oh, Dead Meat. Thank you, James. One cop goes to the staircase. What? Did he lose a bet? Why is he the only one?
Did you notice they all have their guns pointed at the stairwell, and he goes
cop
walking out in front of them to the stairwell. So if anything came up that stairwell, he's in the line of fire.
I was thinking, okay, are they that scared and he's the only one? It's like, well, you heard the armor bullshit, right? You heard he's walking on the wall? But
yeah.
That's what happens when you turn around and face the camera. That's what happens.
Something comes from above him and we don't know exactly what it did.
Oh,
I didn't see. What did it do? I didn't see.
Well, if we're gonna,
I know the aftermath, but I don't know what
technical
happened.
Art, Creeper. The Creeper needed this guy's heart and basically punched a hole in his chest and took the heart out.
That's what he did.
That's why you can see a big old hole in it.
Yes,
a hole. Becomes her. It's a death becomes her style hole.
Yeah, we're from behind. CG, right? But it doesn't look too bad.
It looks great.
But the way they illuminate it, this is fun. All those cops have flashlights, and we're seeing the flashlight shining through the hole.
Yep.
Yeah.
And he's dead. This guy's dead.
Mm-hmm.
But there's no creeper. So what do you do with a bunch of cops with guns?
They just start firing. They open
fire.
Stairs. Yeah.
Ruined the stairs.
Yeah.
And they're all, meanwhile, our teenagers are pissed at Jezebel because she's like, I can't see everything. There are parts missing. Oh, get it? Parts missing. But Derry's pissed at her. It's like, what do you mean there's parts missing?
Yeah. And what they're trying to do is it Darius is saying, who's screaming in the dark? Which one of us? You got to know which one of us. You got to know. And she kind of turns Giselle and looks a little towards Trish.
She looks at Trish,
yes,
and thinking Jezebel is also thinking that Giselle, not Jezebel. You can change maybe you can change the outcome. That's why it's like, don't go here, don't do that. But I think Derry knows. He's like, I know that you know who it wants and what it wants.
Yeah. And now we're thinking, oh, it's after Trish. That's
and I'm thinking unnecessary. I'm thinking this character is completely unnecessary.
Yeah,
just to be honest, because they take off up the stairs, and she's like, I don't know what happens to me.
Yeah, well, suddenly the creeper's there
on the wall, crawling on the wall. I loved it.
Yep.
Crawling on the wall like a Spider-Man.
Yeah,
naked.
He comes up to Giselle, and she's frozen in fear.
This
and
is
he
a
does
great
the
moment because
he does the whole sniff.
Yep.
All sniffs.
grabs your head, but you are like, okay, he's gonna rip her head off. He's
Yeah.
gonna-
Yeah.
Nope.
Nothing he wants there.
No.
I
So
guess.
true to the rumors or legend, he didn't want anything there.
Yeah.
So he left.
Yeah.
He just leaves to go.
Because
after
I
the
even thought, even after he sort of went out of frame, Eric, and left, I thought, oh, they're going to get us.
Yeah,
he's going to suddenly
take
come
her
back.
ear. He's going to take her ears.
Or he's going to just kill her or something. That's what I thought.
I would have
was
taken
like,
her brain
Mm-hmm.
because she's got psychic powers.
Yeah, true. Or maybe he recognized her as having the psychic powers.
I don't know.
Yeah.
But we're in an interrogation room now.
Yeah, Dari and Trish get into interrogation room. They shut the door and they're in there.
With the lush cop digs here, Art. You know, with a bunch of cops, you need the world's largest interrogation room.
Well, you got to, Eric, you need some room to throw a chair around if you're the bad cop.
Yeah. And
Like
you
you
need
gotta-
the world's biggest window in the interrogation room. They could do ballroom dancing in that interrogation room.
That's part of the good cop, bad cop. The good cop is like, I'm going to show you salsa. We see on the other side of the mirror, Trish is over by that two-way mirror for the interrogations.
And the creeper's on the other side.
And he's trying to smell her through that glass. And then he licks the glass.
But he's also growling. He's making growling noises. It's really, this guy did a great job.
Mm-hmm.
So
he really enjoyed playing this part too. I think he comes back for the sequels, right? Same guy.
second one,
And second one,
hopefully
yeah.
not the third and the fourth, which nobody should see.
But he really enjoyed getting into this and making the movements.
And this guy's got a full bodysuit on.
Yes.
So there you go. And they're arguing.
They're arguing. We can't hear it. I guess maybe the intercom isn't on. So the way they're staging this is the creatures looking at them. And they're really arguing. They are really going at each other.
But the creeper,
Trish and Dari.
creeper was listening in on their conversation. He's smoking a cigarette. We'll get it out of him. Let him fight it out. That we'll get the truth. He's got a coffee.
Oh yeah.
Right? Should we go in there? No. Let him talk it out. We'll get something. I think it's the girl.
He gets fed up after a little bit and crashes through that window. Yeah.
And now you're seeing strength too.
Grabs both of them. He's got both of them, and he's like got him in, and he's smelling both of them, putting his nose right in it.
It is like a cat sniffing catnip.
Yeah.
He is trying to find, like he's trying to sniff him out.
Yeah, I was like, what is it's like he's trying to decide or find out which one.
Smell. What is it's like the child catcher from Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. I have jujubes. I used to torment my kids with that. They loved it. I chase them around as a child catcher. Okay, report Erik to the whatever that is. But he licks Trish with his tongue. And I guess nothing in there he wants. So he throws her across the room, which I always, as an older man, I'm always like, ow, shit. She's not getting up for,
Erik is like that comedian who said, I can always tell who's over 45 in the audience if he just steps up on a chair. The chair he has out there just steps up on it. And he says, everybody in the audience that I saw go like, yeah.
Ooh, don't. Oh my God. I'm on a scooter. My wife has a scooter. And every person over the age of 40 that I meet is like, be careful now. Like, what? Do you say that when somebody gets in a car? Be careful now. Then he licks Dari and he seems to like it. He's like, okay. And then, remember the cops? Did you know?
How could I forget them, Erik? There's so many.
There's a whole second team of armored cops. Yeah. Or is it the same cops? I don't know, but they are armored now.
It's the Death Squad
from our other, They're all suited up. And they shoot the two-way mirror, I think. But they aiming their guns at the creeper who has Dari. Yeah. So this is a big-ass monster, right? He's like a foot above Dari. They don't fire one shot in its leg, in its shoulder. What a bunch of losers.
And then all of a sudden, the creature, it starts like going like almost like it's taking a shit or something. But like these little claws pop out of
can't get over it. He actually does take a shit.
These little claws pop out of his face.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
And then they get bigger and they expand, almost like those lizards that do the big thing. Like, what are they called? I can't remember the lizards. They get the big fan thing out from their head.
The thing they made up.
These look a little like, Predator has those little claws around its mouth.
It's very similar to that, except it's coming, like you said, at the top of his head. It was the things that were hidden on his face.
Yes.
And it's kind of, I guess, kind of bat wing type.
Yeah.
It's really cool. And he does this horrific sound that, if I were the cops, I would have we'd all piss our pants and run. Like, no,
Forget
bye.
about Justin Law and send a bunch of, like, let's shoot this thing.
He's like, shoot him. But Trish, the sister, she comes up and she's like, take me. I have all the same parts.
So they're twins. Is this the revelation that they're twins?
Are they twins?
They never said it throughout the movie, but when she was saying we have all the same parts, I was thinking, oh, she's saying that we're twins.
I think
that's what
maybe, but they're definitely.
I thought that's what she meant, but they didn't say that throughout the rest of the movie.
I would have loved it if she's like, we have all the same parts, and it close up of the creeper's face, and the creeper goes, do
you though? Do you though? Like,
but she's really desperate, and then the creeper frickin' huge set of those bat dragon wings. I am so in love now with the creeper. I'm ready. I'm like, whoa.
But you pointed out earlier, who did he eat to get what did he, maybe he ate some bats on the way. Maybe on the way to the police station, he downed a few bats.
Yeah. Or the crows, maybe that's why they're around. He's like, yeah, we're going to have to overlook that one, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
But she's trying desperately, and, they're doing that American Werewolf in London eye contact. Like, I love you.
And its eyes are very white and cloudy.
Yeah,
like
cloudy,
they're very,
cloudy,
Mm-hmm.
But love you, horror movie, because it's like, nope, no deal. And breaks through the window and flies outside the window with Derry in his arms. And all the cops are still sitting there. They need to be fired.
They go to the window. So we get the shot of them look out the window. Meanwhile, Trish has already run out of the police station. She's running down the road.
The locked doors, and she ran out. Okay. But great shot. She looks up in the sky. I liked it because it's now like, okay, we are super supernatural here.
It looks a little like I'm not saying it's bad, Eric. Looked a little like a Ray Harryhausen-ish thing.
Bit.
It's like
it's
like the wings are flapping and he's carrying
that makes it
Derry.
Otherworldly because
it does.
He's just carrying him off and disappears into the clouds.
Yeah.
So now you know how it got around so fast.
Mm-hmm. Cut to next day, we're still at the police station.
Still at the police station?
Mm-hmm. And Giselle has to come back.
And it tells her that her parents are here.
Mm-hmm.
And Trish is like, hey, what do you mean with, screaming in the dark while the song's playing? What else did you see? Why all of a sudden Jez is like, oh, I'm just a crazy old woman with crazy dreams. Bye.
I was like, why is she here?
Why did you come back?
Yeah. Well, I'll just put in here, I don't know what it was supposed to be, but wasn't the whole little third act we just went through in the police, that was supposed to be different. It was supposed to be a whole different thing, but with the production and everything, they had to change it. And they added that scene to, I think, Jeepers Creepers 2. They
I think this one is now the director saying, no, sorry. There's no happy ending here, kids.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah, well,
because we see a crow.
Trish goes outside and there's a raven.
Yeah, raven, yeah.
One of those raven flying, and it flies. We're watching it time-lapse flying, and it
20
goes
minutes.
to a big industrial old factory area.
Yeah, which is not the church.
Mm-mm.
And then you go in it, and there's more crows or ravens, and it's a gross, like, dilapidated factory with dripping water everywhere.
We're going down deeper into it.
Yep.
And you start to hear something.
The other thing, no, this is a horrible sound. Like, you hear that, but then you hear
off in the distance, you hear somebody screaming.
Torment. It's not like
screaming. Yeah.
Help, help. It is, it's awful, awful.
Yeah.
And you don't want to know what's going on, but the camera keeps going. It's like, oh, I'm going to show you. Come with me.
Going down deeper and deeper into the bowels of this place. And then the phonograph records, you start to hear it. It gets louder and louder. And it is indeed Jeepers Creepers on the phonograph.
Which is
the old one.
Weird.
Jeepers.
Yeah. Weird.
Originally sung by Louis Armstrong.
Oh,
so
that
you can imagine that.
Awesome.
Yeah, that would he was the original performer. And it's about a horse. Did you look this up? The song it's about a horse named Jeepers Creepers.
You're ruining the ending.
Isn't that weird? Anyways.
So you see the creeper sitting on a stool back to you working on something on a bench. And if you're really looking like I am, the wall has some bodies on it. So is this...
So he's setting up a new shop.
Yeah. Or was it there all along? I don't know.
Yeah.
But...
so he has multiple places that he goes to.
Yes, I'm guessing.
Yeah. Okay.
But he's sewing something.
Mm-hmm.
And then I imagine this is why we needed it, just in case we couldn't identify the body, is they go up the naked body of a teenager, and you see the belly button has got the rose on it. So you know who it is.
And it keeps going up, and it gets to the head.
Mm-hmm.
And the head, the eye sockets are like taken out. They're just, you can see to the back wall. So you can see that the back of the head is gone too.
Yes.
Clearly.
Which is, if you're taking somebody's eyes, you got to go all the way through the head.
Well, they need it for this punchline,
I guess. And it looks pretty good.
Yeah. They time it with the music pretty good too. Where'd you get those eyes?
Yep. And then right behind the gaping holes, just one eye comes into view. And clearly it's the creeper because of the skin, but it's Derry's eyeball.
Yeah. And it is Justin Long in the makeup.
Yes.
With his eye.
He loved it. He's like, this is the best Halloween costume ever. And that's the end.
Yes.
It's not a happy ending. Nobody's rescued. This thing does what it does, and it does it with joy. I mean, it's listening to music. So
no iPhones yet. I think do we have iPods?
He's
still listening on a phonograph.
It's listening to a podcast. How did this get made? And it's like, but that is it, and I love it because
that's the end. Yeah.
Well, is it?
Well, Trish has survived. Trish survived the whole thing. I thought the movie was really trying, like I told you, with camera angles, with things like that, really trying to think that Trish will be our final girl, or Trish is the one the monster's after. But no, he's after those eyes, those Justin Long eyes.
Yep. I think somebody said it's like they're tired of it's like always the women that are getting killed. So he's like, no, we're going to kill a few guys here. We're going to do that.
I'm okay with that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So Eric, that was it. That was Jeepers Creepers. They've made some sequels.
Yes.
You and I talked a little bit offline about one of them.
Well, the end of this one, the whatever you call it, the after credits, is you just see the truck driving.
Yes.
They did Jeepers Creepers 2. Everybody, yes, see that and then stop. It just gives you more, and it doesn't go into any more of the lore, but it gives you more.
Okay.
So it's really, really good. It's like more T-Rexes, basically. It's like, what do you want to see? I want to see more dinosaurs. So they're like, okay, well, more creeper then. More creeper killing people.
Okay, yeah. Mine auto-rolled when I watched this, Eric. It auto-rolled into Jeepers Creepers 2, and it kept me watching. I think I told you that. I wasn't planning on watching it, and it started, and it drew me in. I'll have to say, even at the beginning, I liked the opening sequence of that, and I liked where they started going. I didn't watch the whole thing, but I think I'm going to keep on watching it.
And you may not realize it, but it is a continuation of this story. So it
happens like within days or something, right around the same time period.
Day 23, maybe.
Oh, maybe, yeah. Because that's what, yeah.
Tension.
So anyways, Eric, back to this movie.
Yeah.
So you're a big fan of this movie, which I did not know going in. You're a Jeepers. You're in the,
Yep. Love the monster.
You're in the creep heap.
Yep. I'm in Creepo. Yeah. Because it's so unusual. I don't think, I'm trying to think of another monster. You don't know what it is. And then they do this. Please nobody go down, try to find out, because there's all these YouTube videos and like the legend of the creeper and, thousands of years ago, the Mayans. I'm like, shut up. I don't want to know.
Yeah.
I don't want to know where it's from. Is it a demon, or is it just a thing that this is what it does? It reproduces, it needs to replenish to live on. And it's only 23 days every 23 years. So it doesn't have it's got to kill a lot.
And also, I'll say this about the movie. Doesn't overstay its welcome. It's like 90 minutes on the dot, this movie, and goes through. The opening is a little, like you said, there's a lot of expositional dialogue between the brother and sister that, people who maybe listen to this podcast could notice, I was going, oh, file that away, file that away, file that away. And it doesn't end up mattering any of that stuff.
Well, I guess the rose tattoo, but not necessary. Like we wouldn't know it was Justin Long's hot body. I mean, that guy was in shape.
I'm glad I brought that up because we sort of put a pin in it, Eric, and I did remember. Sometimes we don't remember to go back to stuff, and people write in and go, "Hey, you never went back to." And this is the part where I ask you to, because you're into this monster lore. Now he patrols the highway, scares the fucking living shit out of people with his big scary truck.
Yes,
and when he's driving by, does he kind of go, like, I scared them?
If you're scared,
give him a little?
Like, yep. Okay. Well, do they have something I need? And then he sniffs them out, and
then maybe he just keeps driving. If you're lucky, he just.
Does he hang out? He's hanging out in this one place with 1,000 cops and 0 people.
He covers a big radius because if you noticed, didn't they say Darla, the headless person? She was in their town, and that was 100 miles away. So I think he covers a big, wide territory.
It's like a squirrel or a cat when they go out. But here's the only thing I'll point out, which I'm okay with it, but I don't get why they bothered to tell you that. He eats the parts. So Darla, he likes Darla's head, right? So he ate her head, right? But she has her head.
Yeah.
She has all of her parts. So did he take her head off to kill her and then just eat an internal organ?
Well, I wonder if he put the head back on the cop that he took it off the cop. I wonder if he eventually will sew that head back on.
But he took the tongue. So if he takes a part of somebody, it's gone.
And he eats the head, and so he doesn't have that alien head. He has Darla's head.
That would be
through the whole movie.
Watch Jeepers Creepers too.
Okay,
you'll get some stuff.
So Eric, this is an interesting one. Yeah. So if we had a rating for the podcast, like a rating system, if we had come up with one by now, God, you'd think we would.
I know.
What would you give it?
If you maybe listen to some of our podcasts and stop shutting it off when and that's the end, you would know. You would know we have a rating system. And yeah, we do. It's okay. It's a 9.
Just a 9?
Yeah, 9 out of 10. Just a 9. Well, there's some parts missing.
Yeah.
It's 9 out of 10 cats is the only.
Okay, good. That's a good one. Because we can use that. There's definitely movies.
If we gave it an award, it's the Human Tapestry Award. But yeah, I didn't want to go gross with this one. So that's our award. We use it all the time. We're like, 6 out of 10 cats. That's the name of our podcast, Art.
6 out of 10 cats?
Yeah.
Okay. And as the last thing, I think I brought this up when we did our episode on the horror movies that scared us as kids. When I was doing research for that, I just looking up there's a generation that saw this when they were kids. And this is the one that freaks them out. This seemed to be the top of the list.
It's unknown. So Boogeyman, unknown. Oh, the closing credits, it's like the Boogeyman. It's the weirdest song in the world. It's like, how do you stop the Boogeyman? You pretend that you're a cat and you scratch his eyes. I'm like, what the hell? It sounds like a creepy uncle is singing the song saying, if I come to you at night, what are you gonna do? I mean, it was creepy.
I think it was the B-side of, remember Ready or Not? Run, run.
It's the same guy who was probably famous in the early 1900s. Oh, yes, Boogeyman, I'll sing that for you. It's the Boogeyman. Do-do-be-de-doo. But it's a boogeyman, which is scary, thing in the closet. You don't know where it is. You don't know when it's coming out. You don't know what it is. And you don't know how to kill it. Mm-hmm. And that's what this is. And it doesn't end well. You wake up missing. You wake up and your brother on the bunk is gone. It's creepy. I think they did a great job. And then the second one, it's more action horror, I guess.
Yeah. But I had a great time talking
to you about Jeepers Creepers. I had a great time.
Jeepers Creepers. The podcast come to an end. Oh. Here we are now signing off
again. We gotta do that album. We never do it. We gotta do it. The best of Art and Erik.
Yes, there you go.
Our folk songs are the best.
But Erik, had a great time. So, and I look forward to talking to you about another movie next week. Yeah.
Wait, don't move. What? Hold on, Art.
What? Erik, that's very.
Ooh.
What do you?
Can you get a little closer to the?
No, Erik. Why are you pulling me closer to you? My eye!